The U.S. Meat Export Federation recently hosted Latin American importers for a hands-on education event highlighting the attributes and advantages of U.S. beef and pork. Joe Schuele joins us now for a recap. Joe, thanks so much for being here. So how much fun was this? And give us a little background on the event. Who attended?
Well, first, I want to thank the National Corn Growers Association. They provided funding support for this program. And for the second year in a row, we held the seminar at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And when we say seminar, that means they spent some time in the classroom learning about the quality attributes of U.S. beef and pork. But what was the real highlight here is that they get to go into the meat lab and really have hands-on experience with some processing techniques, some flavoring techniques, some opportunities to work with some underutilized cuts that need some proper preparation. And so it's really a great hands-on learning experience for a group of importers, and the countries represented included Colombia, Mexico, and then 3 countries in Central America, Honduras, El Salvador, and Costa Rica. And so we really appreciate having participants from throughout that region.
Sounds like a great opportunity, as you mentioned, getting hands-on experience there. But talk about the topics discussed. What were the questions that were being asked, and what were the topics being raised?
Well, I think one of the goals here is to educate importers about product availability. We worked a lot with beef cuts from the round primal that maybe fit into their price point, but require some proper preparation. These cuts can tend to be tough if they're not properly prepared. And so to get some good value-added products, some ready-to-eat or ready-to-cook products from the round, it takes some proper education. And then we also making an effort to move more of pork loin in the Latin American region. And so educating them about the loin, how to properly prepare it. We have an issue in Latin America. We tend to have an issue with overcooking of the loin. So we educated them on that. And then also talked about packaging techniques, merchandising techniques. We had an opportunity to visit some retail outlets so that they could see how U.S. beef and pork is merchandised here in the United States. And also really gave them also an inside look at the production system with a feedlot visit and a visit to a pork plant.
Obviously, an important market for U.S. beef and pork. These events like this, obviously so important for what we do here.
Yes, absolutely. What we're really looking to do is establish really build the loyalty for U.S. beef and pork and educate these importers on how U.S. red meat can not only make their businesses more profitable, but also be profitable for their customers, their clientele. And that's the real selling point here is, and this is a region where we have historically been kind of the dominant foreign supplier of beef and pork, but we face more and more competition in Mexico and in Central and South America, and so we can't take that position for granted. We need to always be looking to build that customer loyalty and establish and broaden our customer base in that region.
Yeah, that's a good point, Joe. Thank you so much for joining us. Joe Schuele with the U.S. Meat Export Federation. Appreciate your time.